Good morning, students. Today, in this video lecture, I am going to discuss the concept of hydrogen bond. Dear students, we have already studied about the ionic bond, or you can say the electrovalent bond. So, the ionic bond is formed due to the transfer of electron from one atom to other atom. For example, if you consider the formation of sodium chloride, now sodium has one valence electron and the chlorine have 7 valence electron. So naturally, if one electron from sodium will transfer to chlorine, then sodium will have your octet and chlorine will have your octet. However, the rest of the two bonds, whether they are your covalent bond or they are your coordinate bond, they are formed by the sharing of electron. But if we consider the hydrogen bond, which is apart from your ionic bond, covalent bond and coordinate bond. So, a hydrogen bond is a type of hydrogen bond is a type of dipolar interaction. It is a type of dipolar interaction. Now, naturally, the question is, what do you mean by a dipolar interaction? For example, if I write one HF molecule, you know this HF molecule is a dipolar molecule in which fluorine have a delta negative charge and a hydrogen have a delta positive charge. Now similarly, if we consider another HF molecule in which this fluorine have delta negative charge and this hydrogen have delta positive charge. Now if somebody asks you, यदि आपको कोई पूछे कि what type of bond is present in HF, वही HF में कौन सा bond present है, that is between this hydrogen and this fluorine, then your answer is, it is your covalent bond. The molecule is dipolar. Dipolar means di means though, a pole means charge. One is positive, another is negative, and the bond present is your covalent bond. ठीक उसी तरीके से अगर कोई पूछे कि इस HF molecule में what type of bond between your hydrogen and fluorine, again your answer is your covalent bond. Now the question is, what is hydrogen bond? You may write the definition. It is the weak force of attraction. It is the weak force of attraction. Why we write weak force? Because in case of ionic bond, there is a strong force. Even in case of your covalent bond, there is strong force. But in case of your hydrogen bond, there will be a weak force. So it is the weak force of attraction between the hydrogen atom, of a covalently molecule, hydrogen atom of a covalently bounded molecule with better to write with an electronegative atom that may be either fluorine, nitrogen or oxygen. So we can define the hydrogen bond. It is the weak force of attraction between the hydrogen atom of a covalently bonded molecule with an electronegative atom of another covalently bonded molecule. Or simply, it is better to define simply like this, that it is the weak force of attraction between the hydrogen atom of a covalently bonded molecule with an electronegative atom. That electronegative atom may be of another molecule or it may be belong to the same molecule. तो ये आपका definition हुआ. Now let us consider the definition in detail. कि इस definition को अच्छे से आप समझिए. So let us suppose if we write HF, जैसा कि हमने यहाँ लिखा, ये HF हमने लिख दिया. If somebody asks you what type of bond between this hydrogen and this fluorine, that is your covalent bond. This is another HF molecule. If somebody asks you what type of bond is present between this hydrogen and fluorine, it is your covalent bond. Now, if we consider the two HF molecule at one place, कहने का मतलब अगर इस दो HF molecule को हम लोग किसी एक जगह में कंसीडर करें, then there will be a force of attraction. Then there will be a force of attraction between this positively charged hydrogen of HF and fluorine, negatively charged fluorine of this HF. Then such a bond, such a force of attraction, this bond is known as your hydrogen bond. Why we say hydrogen bond? Because one of the atom which gets bonded with the electronegative atom is your hydrogen. Now, let us suppose if we simply write HF. Now the question is, can we say hydrogen bond? No. ये तो कोवेलेंट बॉन्ड है. जब हम केवल एक HF की बात करेंगे तो ये कोवेलेंट बॉन्ड है. लेकिन जब दो HF है, तीन HF है, चार HF है, we have a large number of molecules of HF, then you can say कि the different molecules of HF, they are bonded with a dipolar interaction, and that dipolar interaction is known as your hydrogen bond. Why it is called dipolar interaction? I hope it is clear, because this is your positively charged and this get your negatively charged. Now let us consider, say, another example. Consider water molecule. Consider water molecule. You know the shape of water molecule is bent. There are two bond pair and there are two lone pair with a bond angle equal to 104.5 degree. Now if somebody asks you what type of bond between this oxygen and hydrogen, it is your covalent bond. What type of bond is present between this oxygen and hydrogen? Again the answer is covalent bond. So you can say in one water molecule, if we do not show the lone pair, अगर हम lone pair को ना दिखाएं, केवल bond pair को दिखाएं, तो ये जो solid line आप O और H के बीच देख रहे हो, this solid line will represent your covalent bond. So this is one molecule of water. Now consider another molecule of water. Consider another molecule of water like this. Say this is another molecule of water. Similarly, this is your third molecule of water. तो आप कह सकते हैं कि ये बहुत सारे molecule of water है. Now in this case, in this oxygen and hydrogen, you know, this hydrogen get slightly positive charge and this oxygen get slightly negative charge. Now think upon the force of attraction between this hydrogen and this oxygen. Now this force of attraction is known as your हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड। अगर कोई पूछे कि इस वाटर के इस हाइड्रोजन से और इस वाटर के इस ऑक्सीजन के बीच क्या कोई फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन होगा, द आंसर इज यस, एंड इट इज ए वीक डाइपोलर फोर्स, इट इज ए वीक dipolar interaction, and dipolar interaction is your hydrogen bond, where this oxygen is negatively charged and this hydrogen is your positively charged. Similarly, क्या इस ये हाइड्रोजन और ये ऑक्सीजन कोई बॉन्ड बनाएगा? बिल्कुल बनाएगा। What type of bond? This bond is your hydrogen bond. Now again this will have positive charge and this will have your negative charge. So this solid line, this will represent your covalent bond. ये जो आपका solid line है ये रेफर कर रहा है covalent bond, and this dotted line, this will represent your hydrogen bond. So you can say hydrogen bond is a special type of dipolar interaction other than your normal covalent bond. ये normal covalent bond से अलग। Now let us suppose a molecule in which there is covalent bond but there is no hydrogen bond. For example, if we consider molecule like HCl, if we consider molecule like HCl, now in this HCl this is hydrogen and this is chlorine. Now what type of bond between this hydrogen and chlorine? आप जानते हो कि ये आपका कोवेलेंट बॉन्ड है, क्योंकि ये दोनों एक एक इलेक्ट्रॉन की शेयरिंग करेगा। फॉर एग्जाम्पल दिस इज हाइड्रोजन, दिस इज 2, 4, 6 एंड 7, ये दोनों एक एक इलेक्ट्रॉन की शेयरिंग करेंगे। इट इज अ नॉर्मल कोवेलेंट बॉन्ड। नाउ लेट अस सपोज इफ वी राइट अनदर HCl molecule, again this bond is your covalent bond. Now if we consider two HCl molecule at a particular position, एक खास जगह पे हमने ये दोनों HCl मॉलिक्यूल को नजदीक ले आया, ये सोचते हुए कि इनके बीच एक फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन होगा। दिस इज पॉजिटिव, नेचुरली क्लोरीन इज नेगेटिव, दिस इज नेगेटिव, दिस इज पॉजिटिव। कैन वी से हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड? अकॉर्डिंग टू डेफिनेशन वी शुड से हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड, बट इट इज नॉट हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड। आप कहोगे सर HF में आपने कहा हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड है, वाटर में आपने कहा हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड है, बट देयर इज नो हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड between the molecules of HCl. It means it will not satisfy the condition of the formation of hydrogen bond. So let us see what are the condition of the formation of hydrogen bond. इधर आप लिख लीजिए condition of the formation of hydrogen bond. The first condition is the hydrogen atom should be attached to or bonded to an electronegative atom. Second point, the electronegativity of the electronegative atom should be should be 3 or more than 3. Should be 3 or more than 3. And the third point is, which is very important point, the size of the electronegative atom should be small. Should be small, that is, it will be only of second period. ये जो इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिव एटम होना चाहिए वो सेकेंड पीरियड का होना चाहिए. नाउ व्हाट डज इट मीन? इसका क्या मतलब हुआ? ये जो तीनों कंडीशन आपने लिखा हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड फॉर्मेशन का, व्हाट डज इट मीन? फॉर एग्जांपल, इफ वी कंसीडर HF and HCl, say this is HF, this is HF, one molecule, this bond is your covalent bond, this is another HF, this bond is covalent bond, but this bond is your hydrogen bond. Hydrogen is positive, fluorine is negative. This bond is your H bond, that is hydrogen bond. But if we consider HCl, one molecule, this bond is covalent bond, this is another molecule HCl, again this bond is your covalent bond. But if we consider the bond between this hydrogen and chlorine, then it is not your hydrogen bond. ये कोई बॉन्ड होगा, इसका कुछ अलग नाम होगा. आप स्टेट्स ऑफ मैटर में पढ़ोगे, इसको डाइपोल फोर्स कहते हैं, मगर इसे हम हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड नहीं कहेंगे, इसे कहेंगे. कहता है ऐसा क्या हो गया जो इसको नहीं कहेंगे और इसको कहेंगे? The first condition is hydrogen atom should be attached to an electronegative atom. Okay. Now here hydrogen is attached to chlorine. Hydrogen is attached to chlorine. Here hydrogen is attached to fluorine. तो पहला कंडीशन दोनों फुलफिल कर रहा है. यहां भी HF में हाइड्रोजन फ्लोरीन से अटैच है, यहां भी HCl में हाइड्रोजन क्लोरीन से अटैच है. नाउ सेकेंड कंडीशन देखिए. सेकेंड कंडीशन इज द इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी ऑफ द इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिव एटम शुड बी 3 or more than 3. नाउ यू नो the electronegativity of fluorine is 4.0. The electronegativity of chlorine is 3.0 and the electronegativity of oxygen is 3.5. The electronegativity of nitrogen is 3.0. तो अब आप देखिए, जब आप इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी की बात कर रहे हो तो इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी, ये 4 एटम ऐसे हैं जिनकी इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी 3 या मोर देन 3 है. सो दे ऑल 4, इन चारों को हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड आप कह सकते हैं अकॉर्डिंग टू पॉइंट नंबर 2 बनाना चाहिए. बट दिस HCl will not fall because this chlorine will not fall. Question is going. If you consider the third condition is the size of the electronegative atom should be small. That is, it should be a member of second period. कहता है जो हमारा इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिव एटम है ना, उसका साइज छोटा होना चाहिए, वो केवल सेकेंड पीरियड का होना चाहिए. अब सेकेंड पीरियड में कौन कौन एलिमेंट हैं आप ध्यान दीजिए. व्हाट आर द इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिव एटम which are of second period? You know, fluorine, that is 4.0, oxygen 3.5, nitrogen 3.0. तो फ्लोरीन, नाइट्रोजन और ऑक्सीजन केवल यही 3 हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड बनाएंगे, बिकॉज क्लोरीन इज ए मेंबर ऑफ थर्ड पीरियड. योर क्लोरीन Cl is a member of third पीरियड, और थर्ड पीरियड का जो एटम होगा दैट विल नॉट फॉर्म हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड विथ हाइड्रोजन. व्हाई? बिकॉज देयर साइज इज bigger, and if size is bigger, if size is large, then you can say this distance will be large, and since it is a weak force, so it becomes more and more weaker. क्योंकि हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड को हमने पहले से ही डिफाइन कर रखा है कि ये तो वीक फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन होता है, और अगर डिस्टेंस बढ़ा दीजिएगा, साइज बढ़ जाएगा क्लोरीन में, समझ रहे हैं ना? तो इनके बीच का जो डिस्टेंस है, इस हाइड्रोजन और इस क्लोरीन के बीच का जो डिस्टेंस है, जो हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड बनाने जा रहा है, ये डिस्टेंस और भी बढ़ जाएगा. देन नेचुरली दैट फोर्स विल बी एक्सट्रीमली वीक एंड इट विल नॉट बी रेफर्ड एज योर हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड. सिमिलरली इफ वी कंसीडर ammonia molecule, if you consider ammonia molecule, say this is ammonia molecule, one ammonia, say this is one ammonia, now there is lone pair, let us ignore lone pair for the time being. हमने अभी lone pair को ignore कर दिया, ठीक है? Suppose this is lone pair, okay, no problem, रख लीजिए. Now again another molecule of ammonia, say this is your ammonia molecule, this is your lone pair. Now what type of bond it is? ये जो बॉन्ड आपका है, ये जो बॉन्ड आप देख रहे हैं बिटवीन नाइट्रोजन एंड हाइड्रोजन, दिस बॉन्ड इज योर कोवेलेंट बॉन्ड. अगेन दिस बॉन्ड इज योर कोवेलेंट बॉन्ड, 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 एंड दिस बॉन्ड, ये जो बॉन्ड देख रहे हैं ये कोवेलेंट बॉन्ड है. but what is the bond between this hydrogen and this lone pair of nitrogen? क्योंकि इस lone pair के चलते इसमें स्लाइट निगेटिव चार्ज आ जाएगा, और नेचुरली हाइड्रोजन हैव ए पॉजिटिव चार्ज. सो व्हाट टाइप ऑफ force of attraction, what type of force between this hydrogen and this nitrogen? Now this bond is your hydrogen bond. So in ammonia there is hydrogen bond because nitrogen can form hydrogen bond. इसका ये मतलब नहीं कि ये नाइट्रोजन और इसके बीच हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड हो रहा है. ये जो हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड है इट इज अदर देन योर कोवेलेंट बॉन्ड. So in one molecule ammonia there is 3 covalent bond. एक अमोनिया मॉलिक्यूल यदि आप लिखते हो, if you write only one molecule of ammonia like this, say this is your ammonia, then we have 3 NH bond and this 3 NH bond is your pure covalent bond. But if we consider 2 ammonia molecule, 3 ammonia molecule, 4 ammonia molecule, तब आप कह सकते हो कि these 2 ammonia molecules they are bonded with your hydrogen bond. Now let us compare some example that how we can identify that in which molecule we have hydrogen bond and in which molecule we have no such hydrogen bond. We have seen in case of HF, we have seen in case of HF there is hydrogen bond because say this is one HF, this is your another HF. Now this is covalent bond, this is covalent bond, but this bond is your hydrogen bond. लेकिन अगर यही आप HCl लेते हो, if you consider HCl, तो देखिए इस HCl में इनके बीच ये covalent bond है. Again in this HCl we have covalent bond, but क्या इन दोनों के बीच हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड होगा? द आंसर इज नो, देयर विल बी नो हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड. क्यों नहीं होगा? व्हाट इज द रीजन? व्हाट इज द रीजन? ऑल्दो क्लोरीन हैव इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी 3.0, क्लोरीन की इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी 3 है, इसके बावजूद ये हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड नहीं बनाएगा. क्यों नहीं बनाएगा? बिकॉज द साइज ऑफ क्लोरीन इज मच लार्जर. इट इज ए मेंबर ऑफ थर्ड पीरियड. एक क्वेश्चन आता है, आपको बताएं both nitrogen and chlorine have electronegativity 3.0 या 3 लिखिए 3, but chlorine will not form hydrogen bond. अमोनिया में हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड होगा, but HCl में there is no hydrogen bond, because the reason is nitrogen and chlorine both have electronegativity 3. इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी दोनों का 3 है, but the size of chlorine is larger. Your nitrogen is a member of second period, therefore it will form hydrogen bond, while chlorine is a member of third period, and therefore in HCl there will be no hydrogen bond. Okay?